So this is weird because there's like someone in front of the camera with me.
Hello. I realise I'm quiet.
So, we're doing something a bit different with Fat Fiend Focuses. We've heard some feedback, and because these are more conversational two-way pieces, people feel it's a bit strange when half of the conversation's not on camera. So there's two of us on camera.
Yeah, because a lot of people say, why don't we have the conversation on screen rather than partly off screen? So hopefully this works. We've got a little microphone here. If you've been wondering what this is for,
the audio works
it's a
out.
little microphone there.
Yeah, we're talking about underrated Disney films today.
Mm-hmm.
And is the aim to find out who can pick the deepest pick of all, or is it just we're gonna go for is it a challenge, or is it just let's just talk about Disney films we like?
Well, I thought it was just gonna be a general conversation, but if you want to make it a competition,
Well,
Lucas,
what does Brad think?
I think it should be a discussion, but at the end you can decide which of the ones you've mentioned you think are the most underrated.
Sensible.
Okay, so Nisha, you can start off with this one.
Okay.
Hit me with your first pick.
I'm gonna go with Oliver and Company.
That's the animated dog movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favourites because the kitten gets abandoned on the streets.
And
hang
on.
But no,
Nisha, I heard that Nisha just turned the video off after that.
that was a nice one because he joins the group of dogs. Becomes best friends with the dogs.
Right. They're all street dogs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's a good pick considering that I don't remember it very well, I guess.
Great song as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the part that I remember.
Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why should I worry? Why should I care?
I can just sing the songs.
So apparently just, any musical accompaniment we need for today's just clips. Instead of clips, we're just getting Brad singing. But yeah, is there anything other than abandoned kittens you like about Oliver and Company? Why do you like it so much compared to
I think it's the
other
music,
people?
and also I like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
I'm a big animal person. I like having pets. So,
Mm-hmm.
because part of the story is Oliver, who's the kitten, gets adopted by a little girl, and it's
Oh, okay.
it's happy in the end.
Is that the ending is that they get adopted?
Well, it's halfway through the story he gets adopted.
It's Oliver Twist with cats, if anyone hasn't figured that out yet.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't figured that out yet. I don't remember Oliver Twist either.
It's quite old as well. I think it's 80s.
Older than us then.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen very often anymore. For my first pick, I'm going to go with one that we mentioned just prior to filming, and that is Treasure Planet. And that is one that people bring up a lot as an underrated Disney film, but I think it still means it's underrated, I think. I think there's that little cult following that it has. But again, that's just another story but Disneyfied. That's basically what most Disney movies are, just Treasure Planet.
I don't remember that one very well. I remember the characters, I just don't remember the story.
I mean, the story is Treasure Planet, but Treasure Island, but Treasure Planet.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just, instead of finding an island with treasure on it, you find a planet
Fair enough.
that has treasure on it. And it's just it really is Treasure Island, but I really love a lot of the design of the technology that they use in that film. I think it's got a very cool world design, and I just think it's
definitely on my list.
Very good retelling. Yeah.
So I've got Disney Plus. I'm
working your way through.
making a list of all the old Disney films that I've not seen or I've not seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is on the list.
And then instead of that, I'll just keep rewatching the same MCU movies on there instead.
And Lilo and Stitch. I know it's your favourite Disney.
So I feel
No, I mean
well, that was
something he
almost.
watches.
It was almost it was one of my 3 picks.
Oh.
It's one of those things of you see it everywhere because Disney really likes selling the merch. Because Stitch stuff sells a lot.
So cute.
Because Stitch is an adorable space dog. It's that weird thing of no one really talks about the movie. Everybody just buys Stitch items. And it's
Yeah.
I feel the movie itself kind of gets forgotten about a lot of the time.
I just know it's one you watch every year.
Oh, I watch it all the time, yeah. It's definitely one of my comfort movies.
Do you watch the expanded stuff, like Stitch Gets a Glitch in the series?
So, like, I have watched those things, but I religiously watch Lilo and Stitch, the first movie. Everything else, I kind of just like, I know what happened and I'm fine not rewatching it. Because most of it's not great.
So what's your next pick, Nisha?
So my next pick is going to be The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
Yes!
But no, I know a lot of like Disney sequels aren't very good.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Pocahontas 2, Mulan 2.
According to my girlfriend, Mulan II has the best Disney song in it. I don't know which one, but apparently
Does
has
it?
the best Disney song in it.
I mean,
Ooh.
I think that's a lie because they can't have made a better song than Make a Man Out of
That's
Exactly.
You.
what I said, and then she slapped me once. So.
But no, well, speaking of songs, like one of the reasons that Lion King 2 is good, it's got amazing song. Like everyone is a bop.
Oh,
It's
right.
so good.
Yeah, like, it's one of those of, I remember always watching those straight to VHS sequels of all of those Disney films back in, like, the 90s growing up and stuff. In my memory, it's just, all of them were bad.
Mm.
So I've not gone back and rewatched, like, any of those sequels, but I might give Lion King 2 a shout.
Yeah, just avoid Pocahontas 2 because I think that ruined
Right,
the
okay.
first one.
What's your favourite song from The Lion King 2?
That's difficult because I quite like My Lullaby, which is a villain song.
Do I need to do it?
If you want.
I can't remember all of it. But that's my lullaby! It's like the chorus.
What's the one?
So there's We Are One.
Yeah, that's the one. I was thinking
Yeah.
which one would that Simba sings with Kiara?
We are one,
It's
you
good.
and I, we are like the earth.
I think I like the
Lucas
intro
is just
song as
looking
well.
like...
No, I do remember that song, like, vaguely. Can either of you tell me the starting lyrics of the song Hi Ho?
Hi-ho!
Well, I mean, the first, like, bit of the verse.
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
It's not.
I hate how you got me with this as well. You got me with that.
It's
I
not.
don't know.
What?
What
It's
is
like
it?
one of these weird, like, Mandela effect kind of things of, like,
Mhm.
it's hi ho, it's home from work we go.
Oh, because
Because
they're
the,
leaving, aren't
the
they?
line's
Yeah.
leaving. But, like, in my head, it's always been, it's off to work we go. And everyone I ask, it's always, it's off to work we go.
Is there a part where they say off to work?
Nope.
Mind blown. It's like that song when we were at ice hockey the other night. Freed from Desire. The lyric is, "My lover's got no money," but everyone thinks she says he's got his trumbelise, and it's like trumbelise is not a thing.
What's a trumbelise?
Everyone's like, "My lover's got no money. He's got his trumbelise." It's not. It's strong beliefs. And
Okay.
people's minds were blown. It's like, I always thought it was, he's got a trumbelise.
Of course, yes.
'Cause obviously
Everyone has a
it's
trumbelise.
But when I was a kid, so I thought the Pokemon Suicune was pronounced Sushine. So
I swear every kid pronounced Suicune a different
in
way.
the Gorillaz song, I thought it was, you got the cool Sushine, it was about Pokemon. It was like Hermione. When I first read the book, I'd never seen the name, so I saw it, I read it as
Hermione.
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 And until the films came out, they're like, and Emma Watson like, well, I'm playing Hermione. I was like, oh.
Yeah, see, I had played Pokemon Crystal, and then I got Pokemon Stadium 2, and the announcer always like says like, "Oh, it's Pikachu," and then it comes out as like, "Oh, it's Suicune," and I was like, "Well, I've been saying that one fucking wrong."
Lucas, you have a third pick.
Do you remember?
I have a third pick and a bonus pick.
Oh, he's sliding another one in. Cheeky.
My actual third pick is again another one of those of like, it's another one of the like cult classics that people do talk about being underrated, but it's Emperor's New Groove.
Oh.
One of my favourites.
And like, that's the thing, I think there's, the weird kids are always like, yeah, Treasure Planet, like Emperor's New Groove, those are my favourite ones. But, you ask most people and they'll bring up The Little Mermaid and, Lion King and of that era of Disney movies. That's what I'm trying to stick with. But my bonus pick would also just be Hercules. It's again a popular one, but it's like on that lower rung a little bit. But yeah, Emperor's New Groove is just like, oh, it's
Top
so
tier.
good.
Oh, I love that.
Amazing.
Pull the
Kronk.
lever, Kronk.
Kronk.
Not that lever. Yzma and Kronk definitely just like,
Oh, that's so good.
The-
Such a good duo.
like it is a bit rough around the edges, but I still think it's just like got really good, strong characters and comedy in it.
Llama face.
I feel like Nisha's been waiting to say that, waiting for me to shut
waiting exactly 10 seconds.
Yeah, Nisha, you've got one more pick.
Yes.
You're like, shit, I forgot I needed another.
Fox and the Hound.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I like the animal ones. Like, I like Lady and the Tramp, 101 Dalmatians. And
You've literally picked 3 that are all animal based.
I have. Yeah, I have. Fox and the Hound. It's quite
It's very sad.
dark as well.
Yeah,
near the
it
end.
is pretty dark.
And it makes me cry now.
Like, I remember distinctly as a kid watching like the first half of that movie and being like, and that's when the film ends, and just turn it off. It's like, they stay friends forever. I'm wearing a fox today.
Todd.
Todd.
That's the fox's name, yeah.
Oh, in Fox and the Hound. I was like, I have not named my fox.
Copper.
Copper.
Yeah.
Copper's a pretty good dog name.
I watched it when I was a kid, but I've not seen it since probably like 20 years at least.
Yeah, because it's traumatic, that's why.
We could definitely do a focus at some point on traumatic kids' films.
You should definitely do, I think we've mentioned it before, doing like commentary videos on like old Disney films and just saying like,
well,
like
I mean,
rewatching stuff we've not seen in years and what our thoughts on it are now.
a little, hint at something to come hopefully this Christmas time. Is that I want to do a movie commentary of Jingle All the Way with some of you.
I want to do Muppets
Put
Christmas
that
Carol.
cookie down! No!
So look forward to that hopefully in the future.
So if we wind this to a close, decide between the two of you which of your suggestions so far is the most underrated.
I mean, I think potentially Lion King 2, just out of virtue of it being a straight to VHS
That's what
film.
I'm thinking, yeah. Because it's a sequel, yeah.
Because, I think my picks are kind of, as I say, one of those that are often discussed about all these underrated Disney classics, which I think they are. But yeah, I think you've gotten probably the most underrated in terms of most people just probably didn't even bother with watching Lion King 2.
I think you might have got it with Oliver and Company, because until you mentioned it, I forgot that existed.
True.
That as well.
Maybe that's just virtue of it, being a movie that was out, before we were born.
1988, I love it.
So we don't really have, the nostalgia is just watching it, not necessarily being in the zeitgeist when we were around, like Lion King was, for example. I think either one of those is definitely the most obscure.
Does that mean I win?
You win my competition.
Yes.
God damn it was just meant to be a discussion.
Hey, I win something.